if I die tomorrow. I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no serve. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday.
What is up?
It is Tuesday. Did that sound a little off? Like I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Sounded like normal. I think.
I don't know.
It's Trouble Tuesday. That's what it is.
Trouble Tuesday for you.
It's not Trouble Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's just Tuesday. Taco
It's just
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. That's her.
That's happier.
It's funny. So for Taco Tuesday, I'm drinking a lime margarita.
Tequila Tuesday.
There you go.
That's a much better ring to it.
How you guys doing?
All right.
I'm tired.
Can't
I'm
complain.
tired, honestly. But other than that, not
Tired
bad.
is the name of the game.
Hey.
Yes.
Thank you for showing love this weekend.
Thank you for jumping in on the birthday stream, coming to say hi, wishing me happy birthday.
Yeah, so you
That was fun.
had Michael Gracia on. I was able to
Yeah.
pop in for like 2 seconds, and I was just like, I'm gonna alert because I'm doing 50 million things.
Yeah, Mike jumped on. We were gonna go for 15 minutes to an hour. We ended up going 2 hours because we were just talking a bunch of stuff and it just flew by. Did a raffle, so congratulations to Rich, Johnny C, Mateo, and Hugo Dahl. Hugo actually became a patron subscriber. Thank you for the support, Hugo.
Nice.
And yeah, so I'm gonna do another raffle probably at the end of May, beginning of June.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated
Yes, happy
birthday.
birthday.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of birthday, so this is the new digs that Jesse got me. Look at that. Say boom. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
And says, wait, there's more.
He's living out his true
Why you
Spanish.
didn't have it ready?
He's living out his true Spanish uncle dreams.
Listen, I am in my sweats like fucking man. Curtis, thank you, Tone.
Wow.
Oh, you got a Nerf gun?
Not just any Nerf gun,
That's the brrrr.
the aliens Nerf gun. So it's actually. All right, hold up. Let's light this bad boy up. So the counter actually lights up.
Ah.
So yeah, thank you, Tone.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That's legit. That is legit.
I was like 5
It's always good to have a Nerf gun in the house. So much
I was
fun.
like a 5-year-old kid shooting at Tone's wall.
I
down the living room.
saw
I
a
had
Nerf
to
gun the other
away.
day, and I was just like, yo, I should get it. But then I was like, I still live in the Bronx. I can't have this shit right now.
Which one?
Wait, there's more.
I couldn't even tell you. It was just nice, and I was just like, I want it.
Oh, nice.
Very
Ooh.
nice.
Tanjiro.
Yep. I
I
had
love
to. So I'm just missing
I can't remember his name right now.
the guy with the orange. Yeah.
Why can't I remember their name? I just remember
Zenitsu.
Tanjiro.
The Natsu. There you go.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. So those are the birthday hauls.
Good stuff. Not bad.
That's good.
Not bad.
Plus the best drink menu on Saturday.
What
Every
did
day,
Tom
yo,
make?
every exactly.
What
Every
did Tom
day.
make for you? Because obviously it was Tom who did it.
Oh my god.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, it was we have fun. We went to Tone's on Saturday, had a few drinks. Tone obviously Mixmaster Tone came out. Angela, Ian, shout out to them. They came out for the weekend. And we were just hanging out for the weekend, and I was just drunk out of my mind. That's it. There you go. 41. That's how you bring it in.
Welcome to 41.
Yep.
Tony is like, yeah, he was drunk.
They took a cab home.
They
Yeah,
took
that's the
a
first time.
cab home. Wow.
I wasn't driving.
They
Yeah.
decided to take a cab home.
Yo, so the Uber.
I feel like that's like a 10-minute drive, right? You said?
It is, but
it is.
everyone was drinking.
Bro, the Uber, I don't know. It wanted to remind me of how it was in the Bronx because it was straight Bronx vibes because the dude had all the bachata and everything playing in the cab, Spanish dude too. It was like, it felt like, yo, hey, listen to all those old school gypsy cabs when they used to be on the
They
radio.
moving
Like,
back to the Bronx?
no.
Thought she was sharing some nostalgic, like, oh, I miss the drivers in the Bronx.
I mean, I miss the Bronx, but at the same time, I'm not moving back.
I don't
Bro,
miss the Bronx.
I looked for apartments in New York because I was like, I don't want to get out of here. That's just
Yeah.
stupid, bro.
It is so
I've
stupid.
told you this already.
I hate it.
I've said
I
I've said this
fucking
to you
hate it.
already. That
It's crazy right now.
especially
I've
if you
been
want
looking
if
for
you
a
want to
while.
live solo dolo, good luck.
Yeah, it's tough.
Bro, it's 2 fucking racks for a fucking 1 bedroom. Let alone like a fucking
A nice one anyway.
right.
Any trash ones like still
or is it just bare
$1,700.
minimum?
Bro, I saw places that they were trying to give like a room or something like that. Yo,
A studio runs
bold.
for $1,500.
Everyone
Yep.
moved out to Texas. My cousin
Regardless,
moved out to
I'm
Texas.
thinking about Texas. Honestly, it's
I
might
don't know,
be the
man.
wave.
Yes,
Because-
that central grid is all kinds of fucked up.
Right. That too.
That and Abbott.
I think also like just because like of my job,
There's
I'm
no
like I
tax.
have to
There's
kind
no-
of stay in
there's
New
no
York right now.
tax. I see more of my money.
Save more of your money.
No state tax.
But I mean, moving to Jersey was great.
Yeah, I gotta look into very north Jersey, like right over the bridge, Jersey.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're looking at Jersey City or Hoboken, it's going to be the same thing. It's still
Not
going to
the
be
same.
two. It's still going to
Yeah.
be 2 racks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because Jersey City and Hoboken is literally just New York City adjacent now. Like before you could have gotten away with it, but now it's literally like if you're not living in the city, you're living in Jersey City or Hoboken, and you're paying the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Because it's
Pretty
because
much.
you get the convenience of the path, which uses the metro card. You know, but you only go into the office 2 times a week, so you could go a little further.
I could, but oh my god, how far am I gonna have to go just to get out of the Bronx, but stay close enough that I can still?
I mean, you could try.
Be
You can
accessible to
also.
my-
I mean, this
Why
is
you don't
another-
look into Queens?
You can try other boroughs. You can try
Seriously, they're not.
Metro
They
North
you
lines.
get more for your money in Queens.
There's a lot of people that don't want to leave. I think it's Astoria, Queens. A lot of people who go there, they don't want to leave because there's just so much stuff over there.
Maybe Astoria, but like,
Yeah.
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 I mean, if you want to still do the Bronx, you can still do Pelham Parkway. It's still good.
It's
161.
expensive there still.
I mean, it's all expensive. It's all expensive.
Yeah.
South Bronx
There.
161 is super expensive. Pelham Parkway is expensive. It's all expensive.
yeah, man.
Like maybe not Soundview. That's about it.
Oh my god, we're not relax. I'm not that desperate yet.
Wow,
Yeah.
Ugh,
it's crazy now.
We'll
It's
figure it out.
crazy now.
yeah,
I can't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, we were. What was it?
the goal
All
is to just
Tom's
travel all
River.
the time.
If the goal is just to travel all the time, then just stay where you're
Just
at
stay where you're at.
Yep.
because you're paying pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
That's why
Until you're not, you might as well just take advantage of it. Because
Yep.
when you pay 2 racks for rent, you ain't going fucking nowhere.
Nowhere. Oh my god.
I'm.
Vacation time is just staying your
Vacation
ass at
time
home.
is rent.
Oh my god.
So,
Rent money.
I'm telling you, man.
So what we got on the docket tonight?
I'm surprised that you haven't jumped barged in and said, "Hey, you know what rent is like? Announcements."
It's necessary and fucking annoying.
Oh my that would have been a great segue. Oh,
I mean,
but-
we're already depressed with rent, so I'm like, why just go into their shit?
wow.
All right. Thank you to everyone who supports us. On March 18th, we will be at Loose Cyphs show. Y'all be there. End of announcement.
There you go. That's it. That's the only announcement. That was the only announcement you need to know. March 18th, right now.
Shameless plug to everybody here.
There you go.
TV,
We're
pew pew
skipping
by,
it.
pew pew by law, and this guy's Patreon. There we go.
Not wrong. Check out the Medusa's Cascade.
That works.
You know.
That works.
Let's go.
Say shout out to Georgian
Catch
and
the
Pong.
Craze,
You know,
Pong, Loose Cyphs.
Is it just shout
The whole
outs? Yo,
squad.
yo,
That's it.
shout
Yeah,
outs.
We can throw what was a
You
thank
can
you.
take the- you can take the dudes
I got-
out of the
I got you.
Bronx.
We got thank you Arelas
The
for being a
Yats
day
Dog.
one fan for always jumping on. All right, there
Yo,
you go.
Facts.
for real. Big
facts,
facts.
100%.
Big facts.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
man.
There's
There we go.
announcements.
There we go.
There's
done.
announcements.
Announcements
That's
done.
funny.
Good job, Tone. Good job.
You did it. I'm proud of you.
All right, I know we won't want to talk I know we want to talk the Mandalorian. We're still not talking The Last of Us because we feel as a group. I don't. We feel as a group we could
I'm
talk about
caught
this
up.
entire
That's on
show
y'all.
in one episode next week. But whatever, we'll see how it goes.
I think we can. Yes.
We're all
Yeah,
ready
it's
for
gonna
a
be-
moment of damage. I don't, but fine, it's fair.
Oh,
Okay.
in the game, I am caught up to the point where I just met Homeboy and his little brother. So like
Okay.
that's where I am as far as playthrough.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I know we're
Apparently
talking.
it's only like a 15-hour game. So
Yeah,
I think
it's a short game. It's really the story and like all the sequences that you know from the show that they translated. There's just not as many zombies.
right.
That's it. That's
I,
the main thing.
I should be able to, because I'm only doing streams on Thursdays now, do it within the next 2 streams, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you
Fingers
go.
crossed.
Last of Us.
So we got we gotta talk Mando, but before that, we might as well get and be done with Attack on Titan.
Yo, Toad
Listen.
is so fucking done
He
with
is
Attack. I'm done too.
tight.
No, listen.
I'm
I'm
not-
done
okay.
too.
I'm
But
not-
I
I
was
get
done.
what's on
I was
tight.
done from like
No. Okay.
season
You
last
done with
season,
season
part
1,
one.
and then
Like
listen.
no.
Listen,
This
I'm
season is the longest. Like
I'm
Yo,
over this entire thing that whatever this animation studio is doing of beating this dead
Derek
horse.
Jeter's last
dead.
season of him, like everyone, doing the rounds and like, pay tribute to the captain. That shit was shorter than the time it took for the.
This shit, it's 10
Yo.
years. 10 years. And we
Has it
have
been that long?
4. Yes. It started in
Oh my
2013. 10 years and 4 seasons and 3 final seasons.
We could have just had a season 5.
Yeah, they should all been broken up into different seasons.
Like this is just getting to the point. Like, all right, we got season 4. We're going to Merle. Like, and we're all like, that ain't gonna work. Season 4, part 2, because we're doing X, Y, and Z. We know that's not gonna work. Season 4, part 3, because we got to get to it because the manga ended. But mind you, we're not gonna finish the last like 5-10 chapters. And it's like, okay, we're gonna come back and we're gonna do a whole thing, and we're gonna drop 2 more episodes. We're going to drop one in March, and everyone's like, all right, bet we're going to watch this 1 hour one, and then next week we're going to get our 2nd hour one, and we're going to be done. And they're like, no, fuck you. Come back in fall.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay? Okay, I love the story. I love the story so much. The animation looks incredible. The Hanji scene was chef's kiss.
Absolutely.
But like, I just feel disrespected for time at this point because
Yeah.
because the manga has ended. It's over.
Yeah.
And
It's
now
been
you're just
ended.
like
Why didn't they give it to us all just now? Like, I don't know why we're still waiting, and then they pushed it out even further away.
What up, Pepper Google?
what up, what up,
Thank
what
you.
up?
Also, thanks again for the birthday gift too, brother. That was an awesome piece, man. Thank you. Got some dope fan art from people. So
Nice.
Google one of them. Give him a shout out. He has his game out there, Fall of Angels, independent game. So I'll drop that link for everybody.
Nice.
Other than that, it's no, it was annoying. The season has been. I love the art and everything that they've done. The animations, Hang's end and everything. Her final moments. It's just like these are just
Hanji.
Hanji's. Yeah, Hang.
Hang?
Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Hanji's final moments. Listen, stop. I'm on tequila time. Hanji's final moments and
Good
everything.
can tequila. It's not the same.
Doesn't matter. Don't know how many I've been on today.
I mean, listen, I love me a canned margarita, but still, it's not an excuse.
You don't know how many I've been on today.
It's okay. It's okay. So Hanji, what?
No, it's like these are beautiful scenes, but it's just that I could feel the annoyance for people that they're taking too long to tell the story. This is stuff that should have came out either last year or the fact that we should have had at least this back to back. But it's like this whole season, the season 4 is what they call it, has been dragging on. And it's like they should have just said, they shouldn't have just said, oh, this is going to be the final season. They're like, okay, this is season 4. This is season 5. Like people would have been mad about that. Now it's like, oh, we're just going to give you the final season.
If they
We're
would
gonna
have
break it up in parts.
just waited and been like, all right, we're gonna give you everything
How
up
you finish
to.
it first?
If they would have given us everything up to Aaron getting the founder Titan
Mhm.
and called that season 4, and then all of this came out like in piece by piece episodes for season 5, I would have been okay.
I mean,
I would have been way okay.
even the attack on Marley could have just been season 4. Then everything after that, season 5. Then everything after that, season 6. Like, just because you calling it the final season and then all of us knowing you're only giving us 12 episodes, we know this is bullshit. Like, It's just the way it was planned and advertised is annoying and frustrating. And while I think Attack on Titan is worth the hype that it's worth, it is not worth this kind of hype. It is not worth this kind of disrespectful time in between. Unless they told us it before. They didn't tell nobody. No one knew that we were going to get one episode in March and one episode in the fall. Because I think we all kind of would have felt better, because they love to do this thing with, like, they pull a fast one. They pull the rug under us every single fucking time they drop these final seasons. It's like, hey,
I've seen
by the
final
way,
season 10 times already. I'm over
final
it.
season 10 times already, and it's like, oh, you gotta wait till winter next year. Wait till winter the year after that. I'm like, bro, like, can you just tell us what your production schedule is?
If you look at how they did it with Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist didn't do that. They ended the first series, and then they're like, we're gonna do the final and end the first series with a movie. With this, it's like, what up, Hugo? Lots of love to you, brother. And then with this is that, we thought we were getting the final season, but they should have just, again announced it that before the season aired that we're just gonna break it up. I would have respected that more. The fact that they're doing this whole, how Tone says, they're beating a dead horse with it now. That's what it feels like. It's like we're getting snippets of stuff. And it's like the Attack on Titan fan base has waited years for this, because when we got the first series, the first season, it's like we didn't think we were going to get anything more after that. And then they started to release again that season 2, that season 3. But now it's like, dude, it's like because we waited so long, they're probably assuming that, oh, you guys are just going to wait even longer. But like, no, it's like this. It's like if anything comes after what's going to be released in September, it's fishy just going to be done, because you cannot continue. Like, if you're going to say that this is it, there should be nothing after that.
Well, let's ask the resident experts. Can they fit the last whatever parts that they have left in 1 hour in the fall and be fucking done with it?
Yeah, no, they're gonna be done with it.
They can, yes. I mean, based on
no. They
what's left.
can, or
no,
they
are.
To?
No. They have said that the public.
They have said a lot.
Right.
No. To give them credit, I'll pull a Seabass here to be fair. To give them some credit, when they announced what they were going to be doing, they did say it was going to be 2 parts. We knew it was going to be 2 1-hour episodes. We didn't know the difference in time. We just stupidly assumed it would be 1 week and then the next week.
And that's the studio's fault. So let me ask this. Do you think the reason that they're breaking this up is to try to give as much detail and love to the animation style to give them enough time to work on it?
I mean, I don't know, because this is the thing. So, like, when we know something's coming out, we know how the production schedule is done. Like, I honestly don't understand the intricacies of how an animation studio in Japan works, right? So, like, I know when we get our Marvel movies, or we know that Endgame and Infinity War were filmed back to back, and we know we're getting them 1 year apart. Like, we know that some movies kind of do that thing where they film everything and they schedule everything out back to back. We also know that some animation studios will wait until they can until the manga's further ahead, and then that's kind of how this kind of generation's anime works, where it's seasonal versus filler episodes until the end of time.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the manga's been over since, I don't know, I think it ended right after I moved to Jersey, which was like 2 years ago, I think, at this point, like right in the middle of the pandemic is when it ended. So I don't know what Mappa's doing. I know Mappa does other things, but to think that it's not finished, I think that's kind of stupid to assume it's not finished. I think it's done, and they're just trying to make it out into this thing. It's not even a fucking movie. If that's the case, then release it as a 2-hour movie in fall. Make it a movie event. Give me the 2 hours then.
Yeah.
Like, don't, give me the courtesy of a reach around. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm like, what is? I'm just making a movie. Do what Mugen Train did. Make it a fucking movie, and then break it up into episodes, and then you can build it up into this final thing. 2023, fall 2023. See how Attack on Titan ends. Watch it in theater with your friends. Not this nonsense of March and fall.
Yeah.
I think it's a waste of our time.
Well,
It's sad because I enjoy it. We all enjoy it. It's just it's sad and
I lose the hype every time, and like I watch this now where I was like, cool. I appreciated the epic Buster.
Thank you.
I appreciated it, but like I just don't care anymore.
I think you're the prime.
I really just don't care.
I think you're the prime example of how fans.
Wow. Fine.
I think, Lol, you're the prime example of a fan who can't fall out of love with it because it's like we've brought you back in when someone showed you that scene with Levi, you got hyped up, but it is like it's
Levi.
very easy. Levi, yeah, fuck, damn it, when Levi,
think of the jeans, man.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway, no, you're an example of how someone can fall out of this love really quickly, and that's like that hurts the series, and it's like this release, the animation was great. The story, you felt it. I was a little pissed off with Crunchyroll because for some reason I couldn't find it on Crunchyroll. I had to go to Hulu because for some reason I was finding the OVAs.
It's on Crunchyroll, but like, all right. So when I went, I forgot that it's still season 4 because it's been so long that I forgot it was season 4. So I look and they have like these.
They changed their picture. They changed their image.
Right. So they changed their image. It says season 4. There's no season 5, and there's a season 6. I'm like, season 6? What the fuck is that? So I look and I'm like, no, season 6. Did I skip something? Am I missing something? So that I go and I'm like looking around. I'm like, where the fuck is this thing? Then I realize, oh, we're still in fucking season 4. Like we're still in season 4. It took me like 20 minutes to realize it's in the season 4 bundle. Why not just fucking?
Well, Crunchyroll also too, since the acquisition of them merging with Funimation, the OVAs for the series has been released too.
What's
an
Which-
OVA?
Original version animation.
just to make
It's
you
like
laugh.
a side story or something like that that's going on. Like they had something with Mikasa's side story of like it was like a what if, like that her parents weren't killed or something like that. So it shows like things went different, but Aaron's path is still that he was gonna die.
So just to make y'all laugh, right? Season 4 started
Okay.
December 7th, 2020.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
December 7th, 2020 is when the first episode of season 4.
Bro, we're
dropped.
gonna have a fucking 3-year season.
Yes.
What kind
It
of
only had
bullshit
like
is that?
12 episodes.
Well, no, I think it was I think the first part was 8, and then they dropped another few episodes.
We're gonna get 30. It's 30 episodes. It's 30 episodes. We're gonna get 30 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm looking at it here. So we got.
This is so stupid.
So we had part 1. We had part 1, which went all the way up until May 2nd, 2021.
Okay.
And then part 2 aired February 13th, 2022.
Oh, I remember how pissed you were with that one.
Yeah, of course I was pissed. And then the last one ended that last episode that happened was May 1st, 2022. And then we had this episode that just aired on March 4th. And then the next one will be fall.
It's not even season 4 anymore. Come on.
Jesus.
And like it just like I said, it just takes away from this whole thing. And
And
also to do with the fact because Val's read it like I have, the ending is very divisive amongst the fans. So like you're now waiting. What you're gonna do is you're gonna give us an incredible part 1 of that second episode because the penultimate chapter of Attack on Titan is like the best. Then it tanks. It just tanks. In my opinion, I think Val feels the same way.
Are we there now? Like this is the penultimate.
The penultimate is
the
what
next
you're
thing
gonna
we
get.
see, they just landed on his skeleton.
Yeah, and like, and it's gonna go. It's gonna go
It's gonna
crazy.
be crazy.
That
Yeah.
first 30 minutes is gonna be crazy, and then
Yes.
then you're gonna get.
It's what I've been waiting to see that they're now pushed. This is why it's frustrating because now you're telling me I thought I was gonna get this very soon, and I gotta wait till fall. I don't understand.
You know what this feels like to me? This feels like the last 2-3 chapters of Hunger Games for me. Hunger Games for me personally was great series until whatever that last part is. For me, reading it, it felt like it's a blur. It's
Did you
all
hate
a
when
blur.
you hated that Prim died?
I hated all of it
Because Jackie hated that Prim died.
So
it was so
Catching
like,
Fire is the best book.
So
Catching
me
Fire is
and
the best
Jess-
fucking book.
So
in that
me and
series.
Jess have a theory. We have a theory that we feel that the author for Hunger Games didn't know how to end it. Because that whole ending for Hunger Games,
Yeah,
that very
Katniss marry PETA. Oh, it was such a
it
cop
felt,
out.
Oh my
it felt,
God,
Such a
it one,
fucking
it
cop
felt,
out.
yes, it was one. That whole ending felt
Jesus
rushed.
Christ.
That
I guess
whole
I need to
ending
read
felt
those
rushed.
books. They're so
Yeah.
much better than movies, huh?
No,
The
the
movies
books are like
follow.
literally a
The
1
movie-
for 1.
They're
Well,
one
yeah,
for
they
one.
follow.
That's why like Catching
Oh.
Fire the movie is so good
Right.
because Catching Fire the book is so good.
But you
Yeah.
realize,
Okay.
I don't think they
But what's
made
wrong
the
with her ending
last
up
Hunger
with
Games
PETA?
movie.
He sucks.
PETA
Yeah,
would
Peter
be
sucks.
I
Peter's
don't
trash.
think the actor they should, but I don't
He
think the character was soft.
No, the character,
No, the
it's one for one. He
character
did
sucks.
played the
He's ass.
She should have ended up with her friend, the
Yeah,
one
well,
who
well,
was
Yeah,
there
she
Why?
should have
from the
ended up
beginning.
by herself because Katniss
Or
was a
that.
bad.
Why should
Or
I
not.
don't understand why she should have ended up. I don't understand why you're choosing the
cartoon.
friend over PETA.
Because Peter was a fucking bitch.
It wasn't
What
like-
made him a bitch?
Just. Oh my god, what didn't make him a bitch?
Okay,
There
no,
was
we're not doing. No.
I'm just-
Let's-
okay.
We're not
All right,
saying
sorry.
that.
I'm just
Okay,
curious because I
sorry.
don't think I didn't see Peter's character as a bitch in the movies. In fact, I feel like they both experienced something that, they thought they were going in to die because it's the freaking Hunger Games. So if you put yourself in that
No,
He
what
was
they-
also
what
a
they-
tool. Like
no,
he
no,
was
no.
also
What-
like
did in the
manipulated.
first one and like all that stuff makes sense and like the situation, but it felt like Katniss settled for PETA or for whatever this life was. Why am I getting
Yes.
into this? I'm getting roped into this.
Yo,
I don't-
you
I
tried to
told-
put yourself out just now.
I'm just trying to understand because my perception of the show is just the movies. I didn't read the books. And you guys, obviously, there's more of a character. There's more of a thing. So what was different that you don't like PETA? Because I don't dislike PETA.
I mean, I want to go to what Tone said. I think Katniss, like how Tone said, she probably would have been better off alone. I feel like
She
PETA
would've-
was.
I get why she's not with Gale because she blames Prim's death on Gale. Like I get
Yeah,
that. I get that because it was his
Mm.
plan. I just don't think she should have ended up with PETA. That was my thing. I think PETA had this whole thing for her, and he made up this whole thing about her being pregnant and all this other shit. And he just felt like he felt like he was always after her, and she was really much eyeing the prize of like taking care of her family. And then the Hunger Games ends, and then she just settles and has a kid with him. And I just thought that
Also,
ending sucked.
I misspoke. I said that there wasn't the last one that happened in Divergent, but we're not getting there. But
Divergent's
essentially-
also another hot mess.
of course, we're not gonna get into it.
We
But-
didn't talk about Divergent.
But the last
I read
the-
2 of those books, and I was like, I'm out.
the last
I'm
movie,
out.
so Mockingjay Part 2, I never watched. I
Really?
I was like, did that movie ever come out? And I was like, no, that's Divergent. Divergent's the one that didn't come out with the second. part.
Divergent went straight to TV.
I never saw
You
Mockingjay
did.
Part 2 because I hated the ending so much. And the movies were such a well done 1-to-1 that I was like, if I hate like the
Well,
ending in the book, then
I'm
I'm
gonna watch
hate
the
how
new
they do-
movie though. I want to see the new one.
Well, like I
with
said,
Snow.
it's like I said,
do,
it
but
goes
he's
back.
I hate that he's such a good fucking hating
No,
villain.
If you go back to the books, that ending, that the final chapter, that ending, it feels like it was rushed. It feels like she didn't. The author didn't know how to close out this series. The author didn't know it. That's what it felt like. They didn't know how to bring a proper ending for those characters because it just all felt rushed. Prim's death, because all of a sudden Prim's there on the scene, she dies. The fact of like the whole pairing with her and PETA, like I would have been like how you said, and thinking about that, I would have been happy if she was that if she just ended up alone, similar to like Woody Harrelson's character, because of all the stuff that they went through. It just felt like the default was there, and it's like I can understand why she would be angry at Gale, but it's just again that whole ending felt very rushed. It's like boom, 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 all this stuff all of a sudden
It's been
started
a long
happening.
time since I've watched. I gotta rewatch
also,
that.
she
Those
got
movies
herself
never-
into this situation because she was trying to save her sister. Then we're gonna end the story with her sister dying. Like that's that sucks. That
Mhm.
sucks. Like this
Yeah.
isn't Game of Thrones, man. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it was that shocking.
Remember what-
But right back to Attack on Titan. Let's talk about how we felt about, like, we already spoke about the negative of how we're upset that the
I'd like
fact-
to talk about exactly the show
No,
now.
let's
We
talk
can.
about
the show. Let's
I
talk
mean,
about
I
the
know
show,
you guys are
because
pissed. I get it.
I
get it.
needed to vent that because I was just like, I'm not gonna watch
I
this
went for 30
bullshit
minutes.
after I went on Twitter. But no, to be fair, To be fair,
Yep.
it was a good. Attack on Titan always comes back hot.
Mhm.
For what it's worth. For what it's fucking worth.
You know
like-
what? You know
and
what?
like-
You know
and
what
I'm
Attack on
watching-
Titan is? It's the person that you're like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with them no more. Fuck them, they ain't shit. Blah blah. They come back like, hey yo, what's up? You up?
I gotta
Fuck,
say
man.
this is that what stole the scene for this whole series right now, for this episode, just this episode, was Hanji.
First episode or the second one?
No, this episode.
Oh,
Like the
was
whole thing.
The whole
Okay,
thing.
instead of part one or part two.
Yeah,
the whole
I would
thing.
say,
Okay.
yeah.
Hanji's whole scene of going in there, and then what brought a tear to my eye
Yeah.
was that she saw all of her Survey Corps members
Bro,
welcome her into the afterlife.
that fucked me up because I was like, oh, she's fucking survived? Get the fuck out of here. Then I saw Erwin and I was like, no, don't do that. That's so fucked up. Oh.
I do like how Erwin goes like, yeah, I think you had it harder than me because the way she had to lead with Aaron,
Of
Aaron and all
course.
that. But no, it was like you see all the Survey Corps members who we've seen throughout the whole series who like met a demise and everything. And it's like, you know, you felt those scenes, but like to
You
see
didn't
them
see
in the
Sasha,
afterlife.
did we?
I
I
think
don't-
I saw the back of her head. I don't
I
think
thought
you
that
saw
was the
Yeah.
back of her, but I was like,
I saw the back
I
of
would
her head,
rather
but I didn't-
see her. Like,
I
give
think
me
that scene was more of a connection for more characters who she
Meant
went up
to
with the
her.
Survey, who meant to her, who she
Okay.
was really close to, and she
Mhm.
came up with, because it's like if you saw it was like the guy
Oh,
who
true. It
got
was
chewed
the,
out.
the
Sasha's more of
trainer.
like Sasha's
yeah.
more of this crew where
The
like
Aaron's team. Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah,
that was her
okay.
squad, like Erwin and like the other guy who we saw die in season 2, and
Mm,
Yeah.
all the Survey Corps got fucked up.
Everybody died. Yeah.
bro, it was
So
it was
fucked
it was
up,
not
man.
a good look for them.
You could have the
No.
greatest death hits of the Survey Corps and make video content for years with that.
I mean, no, nothing. Like, listen, the infamous yo-yo that the female Titan does in season 1, where she's spinning homeboy.
Yo,
Yo.
But no, man, it always comes back hot. Like, listen, Attack on Titan can do one thing; it can get us back, and it's gonna do it in the fall. I'm reluctantly, I'm gonna sit down and be like, oh man, I can't wait to see this shit.
Reluctantly. Reluctantly, I'm still excited. You know.
But you know, and it was really exciting to see it. I mean, the rumbling, like they really
rumbling was-
showcase how
oh,
terrifying it is.
Yep.
No. How terrifying it was until that kid ended up as gum on the bottom of one of those Titan shoes.
And that's from the book.
Yeah, that's from
I
the
knew
manga.
that. I knew that
Like,
had to be from the book because
immediately
they
from the
spent
book.
way too much time emphasizing that I was like, they fucking pulled that. They
That's
had to
from-
And you
pull that.
see
That's
him
cold.
crying when he sees the kid. He's like, he knows he's gonna do this ahead of time. I think what I pulled from watching it versus reading it is that I actually see more of Aaron's torment.
Yes, I got that too.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I think it may be because the translations, or maybe because I'm speed reading it in the middle of the evening. But like
But-
I'm reading it, I'm like,
Or the color, the animation
Like,
just
what's
brings
the
it differently.
I'm like trying to make this connection of like why Aaron is the way he is, and like we know that through his Titan, he's able to see forward and backwards in time and all this other stuff. But you don't really see him struggle with it.
Yeah.
And
You don't
then
really
in
feel
this-
that until this
Yeah.
episode.
I think this is the only time that I was like, not that I washed my hands with him, but I almost was like, damn, like
It makes sense though now to me. Like
Yeah.
before, I was literally like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, like when he
Like-
walks out of that room, like he was with them. He was like, "Okay, I know what's gonna happen, but maybe there's a chance." And like he's got this thing in the back of his mind, like maybe my group is gonna do what they gotta do, and I won't have to do this, even though I know it's gonna happen. And then you
Yeah.
go to the scene, and they're all like,
Yo.
"We gotta kill the island. The island's the devil's." And he was like, "Well, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna
was
do what
over.
I gotta do."
that scene on the
yeah.
plane with Reiner, like having that flash of like a moment of like, damn, I never considered that Aaron might be going through. Like it's enough that they've all killed people, innocents. They've called whatever.
Yeah.
He is obliterated.
Well,
Yeah.
He's
But-
essentially
Yeah.
committed mass genocide. Like
But if you
and
look
that's
at
what
it,
they went out
it's,
to do.
but that's their trauma of war. That's what they've been. They're all
They're all feeling that right
yeah,
now.
right.
They've all been kids, and we've seen them in the series grow up to know nothing but being fighters, and this is just war,
The
and
difference
it's just a trauma.
The difference with the kids from Parody is they've always fought Titans who were threatening them. This is the first time they're dealing with fighting their own people, and you see Sasha like damn, yo, I get it now, and not Sasha, Connie, Connie, and what's the one next to him?
John.
Yeah,
John. Yes, John.
Yeah,
They finally understand Rainer a little bit more. That it was just it was a good connection, and it's something that doesn't translate the same when reading it. When you get that emotional aspect, and seeing Aaron really struggle with what he knows he has to do and thinks is the right thing for him, for his friends and everything else. I mean, it didn't make sense until watching it. So that I think I pulled from it. It's really good.
Even Annie, you get the sense of how broken she is at this point.
I was going to bring up Annie, but I was going to bring up when Annie and Armin were having that conversation on the boat, and he goes, "I hate when people call me a good person." And I was like, damn, because like anyone who's watched or read the series like knows Armin was always like the moral compass of the group.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, he has the heart to still, till
it became a Titan.
Right. And it wasn't so much like
that inner struggle is crazy.
Yeah. Because he's struggling with Bertholdt's memories and his like things and all the other ones who came before him. He now has to like he's now higher in the ranks. He's making decisions. He has Erwin who like thrusted like this like idea on him. It's all these things that he now has to struggle with. And you're like, he was such a good. But that's what war does.
But it's also this. It's like he said it like, I'm fighting my comrades. I've killed friends. I've killed women and children. Like he killed a lot of people when he turned into the Colossal Titan in that harbor. So it's like the realization of what he's done is now sinking into him. He's like, yeah, there's no good or evil. We're just, it's like, and that was his connection to Annie.
Was the tipping point for Armin when he got the Colossal Titan, or was it already happening before that? I think honestly, they all were starting to go down that road before they got Titans.
I think the tipping point was when he now had to start fighting his friends. Because remember, he got shot on the harbor when they were escaping, and these are people he came up with in the Survey Corps. Bless you. In the Survey Corps. So it's like there's a reason why he says that again. I've killed people who were my friends. I killed people who are my comrades, and I think that was the tipping point when he saw like when you see them escape on the harbor, you see Armin's face is like he was still at that point trying to find alternatives, like listen, we're all on the same side or whatever, and it just wasn't going there. And then Connie had to kill that guy while Armin got shot. And it's like
fucking Connie, man. Like Connie's been through the ringer.
Yeah. I love Connie's character though, and he still tries to hold it together.
Really good job with making the side characters feel more important than just side characters.
Yeah,
up until what?
I was devastated with Sasha.
Everyone was devastated with Sasha, but when we saw and realized what was happening with Connie when he was about to bring Homeboy and trade him for his mom.
Oh yeah.
That shit broke my heart. I was like, damn, because like Connie still has to deal with the fact that his mom is alive, but she's not his mom anymore.
I think we're really past the point of them being side characters now, where they're at.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because even Gene went from being the character that was he was the stereotypical he was the stereotypical joke and dickhead character and kind of antagonist to Aaron at the time. But just
wanted to stay in the inner circle so you don't have to deal with nothing. He was like, I'm not joining y'all. I'm gonna go to the sweet spot.
Gene has probably had like out of all of them, I think Gene is one of those who've done the most like dirt and like had to be the guy for that job. And I'm like, Damn.
Well, I think John has a lot of. John's really. I also think that John's really level-headed. Like he's the opposite of what Aaron is in regards to action. Like obviously, Armin is very much the heart, and Mikasa's the fists. But
definitely.
Essentially,
they all have a
but,
strong role in the group.
Yeah, but John, like that comparison of who he wanted to be, because he had that rivalness to Aaron, because Aaron was the hot shit.
Mm-hmm.
And John was coming in and being like, fuck this guy. He's always doing stuff. So I do like what they did with him. Even like reading it, I was like, when they did the time jump and you realize they all kind of have more responsibilities and they all take on more for themselves, and they're not just these kids in the Survey Corps trying to be something.
Yeah. Please give me your 411 on some of these characters. Come on.
Wait, what?
Give me the 411 on some of these characters of how you've been feeling. Like I'm on, especially with Levi.
I love Levi. Levi will always be that guy. Like he's the guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's this boy is missing fingers. He is tore up. Has one eye. Has
2 fingers.
He's like, I got this. Don't worry, I got this. I got this,
baby. Yo, he was like, oh, he's still alive. I'll kill him.
He's like, it's not. I'm going for him. I'm going. Like he's
job. Yo,
he ain't letting that go.
He fucking hates that dude. Yo. Zeke.
Levi is probably the most determined character in the entire thing.
Levi is Black Air Force energy. It is on sight when he sees Zeke. It is on fucking sight, and I can't wait.
Mikasa is. I've loved Mikasa throughout this entire series. However, this fascination with Eren and being against killing him and all this stupidity that she's doing right now. Homeboy is
her bloodline or something like that.
The Ackerman, right? Yes. There's something in their power that ignites when it's awakened for. I believe it's for the family itself, not just the Titans. It's the family. The royal family.
They're associated too.
Yeah. So the thing is that I think she's struggling with the fact that she wants it to be. Does she really care because of that, or is it like some uncontrollable compulsive thing because of her bloodline? So, I get it, but I'm still annoyed seeing her. Because she doesn't communicate it, doesn't show it, so you don't really see it. I know she's struggling through it, but I despise how internalized it is. If that makes sense, I get why. I just don't think
her as a character that she has the capacity to even like vocalize that, because you saw how hard it was for Annie to like fucking do any of that. Mikasa's never been like that.
Even when Aaron's talking to her and asking her like, "What am I to you? What am I to you?" She said, "Family." Let you know you love him. Say something.
Yeah.
Like, and then she's feeling guilty afterwards. I don't know. I don't know if I like her arc at the end. I would have rather have been that if she's struggling with the Ackerman thing than her being in love with him, because I'm annoyed by that. Sorry, I guess. I don't know. But outside of that, so far, I love the show still. I mean, Hanji went out like a G. Hanji went out like a G.
She did. Yeah, I get what you feel, because Mikasa, as much as you want to love the character, she's probably the most frustrating one in her development, because it feels like it's day one with her. Still all the same day one stuff. I know Tone and Val have read it, but I would like to see that she's the one who gives Eren the killing blow. That's what I want to see, and I feel like that would kind of close out her story arc in a way of helping her with her growth, because it's like you're getting this internalization that she's fighting against that, thinking that there's still some way to bring back Eren. And I'm like at this point where it's like Eren's like the perfect character that went from antagonist to protagonist, which is like you rarely get that, where the main character all of a sudden is the villain of the story.
You mean protagonist
to antagonist? Yeah, I reversed it. Sorry, bless you. So it's just, you rarely see that in a series where the main character who you thought was going to be the hero is actually the one that becomes the villain. That's why I'm like, it's really interesting, like how all the characters we considered the side characters have kind of become the main characters, and he's now the main threat. It's like, it goes back to that whole thing. It's like you live long enough to if you're the hero, like you live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
And essentially that's what Eren became, and it's like I didn't see that coming in the
Still
series.
not a necessity though.
Yeah, which you
I
got
mean,
that in the you got that in the speech from that general who said that you
Yeah.
know we have to change the way we're viewing each other and hating, and we have to make that stand now to change because
like-
our hate breeded this monster.
So, yes, he is the monster out of necessity, and he said it when they were in like that world in between worlds that he was like, "I'm letting y'all know now that there's no more room for discussion. Like that time has passed." Do you guys already know? So I guess I raised it to Seabass. Do you feel like he's still waiting for an out? He's still waiting for an opportunity to like be saved because because he knows himself that he has gone too far and he feels like he doesn't need to finish this. Like he proved his point and he did what he had to do. Do you think he's at the point where while yes, they've breeded this monster out of the necessity of protecting the island and all this other stuff, like, and their people, like, there's so much,
I think the only reason that he is allowing them to still use their Titan forms is that he still has hope for someone to stop him. I think Eren wants them to kill him because he knows that if they don't kill him, he's going to keep going. He needs them to kill him, and that's what's I feel is going on in Eren's head. Because other than that, if he wanted this to continue without anyone to stop him, he would have stopped them from ever getting into their Titan forms.
Yeah.
That's why I feel. There you
go. Yeah, it's gonna again hate the scheduling of this goddamn show.
Yeah.
If we could just remove that from the equation, I would love this show. I'd be fine.
It'd be a great show if they remove that from the if the scheduling issue wasn't there. This would be top tier, but that's what's bringing it down for a lot of people is the fact that with the scheduling.
I don't think the scheduling release is a way to say it's a take away from what the show does and what it's given us in animation. I just think
they don't communicate it better.
I just want the communication. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
At least give me the expectation that I'm not going to get it all right now.
Yeah. Like it should not be a thing.
It takes away from the animation and the story itself. Yeah. I think it takes away from the hype that I feel about the show as a whole. So but it comes on, yes, I enjoy it when it comes on. But the time in between, I don't care. Like I feel like it's a chore for me to go, all right, we have to find where I left off and find that part of me that goes, hey, I kind of still like this. And I go, oh shit, kid, I'm sorry. Gotta drag you through this shit again.
No, like look, think about it, like Stranger Things, right? Stranger Things, like Netflix does this a lot. You get your part 1, your part 2 of a show. You know from the jump when our part 1 and our part 2 are going to happen. Right. So I know going into Stranger Things, I'm going to watch these 8 episodes and it's going to be incredible. And then I know I have to wait till the next month to get my second part, which was worth the wait. Where Attack on Titan, Mappa feels it's a gift or it's a privilege that we watch this 1 hour and then you end it saying fall. Nah, we're done. We can't do that no more. That's not a surprise for me anymore.
That shit ain't cute no more.
That shit ain't cute.
It's like, all right, enough is enough. Give me my shit. That's it.
This ain't the MCU where like Kang will return. Well, no shit. I mean, like we know.
Yeah.
We know. We also know what's gonna happen in 2025, motherfuckers. Like we know what's gonna happen.
Right.
So that's been my. That's like my biggest gripe. Where like they think it's this cute thing and it's not cute anymore.
Stuff like that. It's a good part of original confinement. What a day! But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, and that's literally what they're doing with this series. But I'm glad that we're finally coming to a close with that series. But we're gonna have to wait to the fall. I'm happy with the simple fact is this because I remember when Attack on Titan came out years ago. We didn't know. Yeah, we didn't know if the series was ever going to get renewed because it was just that's how it was with anime is that a series would just end and we wouldn't get any closure. There were so many series that I have watched that it's just like, yeah, we're just never going to get that full closure. And I would say this. It's upsetting, but I'm glad we are getting closer with Attack on Titan. I'm glad we are getting a close because there's Law, there are so many series that have come out. Tony, Tony, you definitely know. It has a big sword to it.
Stigma, Hunter.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I
there's
could just keep fucking pulling shit out.
Yeah, there's so many series that came out that were such that we all became fans of, but didn't have any finale to it. Didn't have
Berserk needs better everything. I saw the comment chat. I had to say something.
Berserk better everything.
Berserk needs better everything.
Yeah, Berserk. The what was it?
96.
The 1996 series.
96 is good. The 96 is great, and also the three movies, the three Golden Age movies. I mean, it's that CGI animation some people don't like, but they're fun.
Yeah, cool. But I mean, it was like yeah, we're gonna jump on Mando now. We're closing out with anime because I was gonna say Freezing was one of my favorite animations that didn't get a finish. Chrome Shell, Regios didn't get a finish. There's so many of them, but we could go into a whole new topic. Yeah, there are a lot. There are a lot of them.
Glad Bleach is finally getting the 1,000 year blood.
There you go.
Oh my god,
Bleach is another one.
So good, and then they were like, "You gotta wait," and I was like, "We're only doing like a couple episodes, okay?"
They weren't. Yeah, no, I love Bleach.
So Val, lead us in with Mando. Do you want to do spoilers, Val?
Why?
I don't think there was much to spoil.
There's not much to spoil.
Yeah,
I mean, like
the first episode.
At a first episode, there really isn't much. I mean,
I really want Val to open us up with Mando because I love her comment in our group chat about that opening. So come on, please lead us with Mando. Come on, bring us into a galaxy far, far away.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, this past week we got the first episode of Mando, right?
You goddamn right.
Very bad.
Will, my old roommate, what's up, bro?
I think that they started up. First of all, I thought the first season, I thought the kid in the water was Din Dinjarian. I thought it was like a callback because there was a lot more Mandalorians than there used to be. Because I thought they all got killed off on his planet when they were helping him out, right? But it looks like they're in a new spot again, and baptizing new kids. So it was pretty good. I really, really enjoyed the alligator coming in and them going in. You get to see the Mandos really go and show what they do. I did not know about this cult of the Watch. I want to know what's going on with Bo-Katan. She seems very pissed off. I'm guessing she wants the black saber.
Yo,
right? She is so mad. She's like, yo.
So when we see
sitting on a throne of salt and smoke,
when we see the trailer does not do justice for like what she looks like in the episode. I was like, wait,
I didn't even watch the trailer to after I saw the first episode. I was like, let me see the trailer because I don't know what's coming this season.
Bro, she looks like she's gonna be like this whole big thing, and she's like, what? You got the sword,
like,
right?
I got nobody.
I'm like,
everybody left. You got the sword. I don't fucking care no more.
Like, you go lead them, bro. You go lead them. You go do it, bro. I don't want to do it no more.
I can't. I have to earn the sword in combat because I can't be given the sword. Otherwise, there's a curse put upon me. So you know what? Fuck off.
And then I can't fight you because I know I lose. No,
she's so.
It's a no-win situation there. So fuck you. That's what she basically said.
She's like, I'm not gonna follow you either. You go to Mandalore. You go see what the fuck's happening.
You go get everybody up. I don't give a fuck. No, she was so tight.
It's true.
No,
and just walks in like I need. It's like she's like I don't give a fuck. Wave your sword around.
Yo, she was dead ass tight. Did Seabass freeze?
No,
he did.
It
looked like you froze.
I just saw like this.
Yeah.
No.
Were you trying to say something? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just. I was dead with that. Like how she was just like, I'm done with you. Just get the fuck out my house, bro. Why are you here? Why are you even here? It's I feel bad for Bo-Katan. Although the actress, again, shout out to her. She's done some phenomenal jobs. She's done some phenomenal jobs as the characters that she plays. But yeah it's like it's gonna be interesting where we go with her character. But yeah, she was pissed. She was just like, you know what? Fuck you.
What's the name of the female wrestler's character?
I
Did
don't
you guys
remember.
hear how they wrote her off?
Oh, they wrote her off?
Really?
Yeah, because Sasha Banks wasn't returning. Mercedes, whatever her name is though. Because
Not Sasha Banks.
no,
The
her name,
girl,
her
the
wrestling name was Sasha Banks.
not Sasha Banks. I know who Sasha Banks
Oh,
is.
you're
That's
talking
the one
about
that was
Gina
with
Carino?
Boca Khan.
Yeah, they
Talking
wrote
about
off
the other
Gina.
wrestler.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
Gina
talking
Carino. They wrote off. Yeah, they
Oh,
wrote off
yeah.
Gina Carino. Gina Carino's not a wrestler.
She's not a
an MMA.
wrestler.
She was
Yeah,
She
she's
wasn't
an
she a
MMA fighter.
wrestler?
MMA fighter.
MMA.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, she
Sasha-
she's
her name?
turning, she should turn, many shades of red, and Disney was like, we can't have that here.
Yeah.
Bro.
They was not having it at all.
So
Yeah.
much. red.
But they were like, he was like, yeah, she got recruited by the
Did
New
you-
Republic, and she's gone. Bye.
Yeah. Did you see the
no.
trailer of the movie that she wanted to get done and did?
Which
No.
movie?
Oh, it's some like.
it sounds
hold
like it's a
on.
bad movie. I think.
It's worse than a straight to DVD Hallmark meets like
Idiom.
super
you
down
wanna-
south Christian value.
You want to
um,
die on your hill.
conservative,
You die on your hill. You die on that hill.
She died on that hill.
You die on that hill.
She died, and we're not gonna see
It's
her
the wrong
again.
hill. It's a valley, really. But you die in it. You die.
Yeah, I heard
But
bad.
you
things.
die in it. You go ahead.
You go. No one's
Yeah.
infringing on that freedom. You
It's
do what
called,
you got to do.
Terror on the Prairie.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I'm dropping it in the group chat. It's so bad.
I don't
So
even
fucking
need
bad.
to see
Who's
it.
that
I
next to
know
her? Is that a fucking Duck Dynasty dude?
I don't fucking know.
What is this?
No, I was excited to see the Purgles. That was pretty cool to see while they were time traveling. Speed.
Hyperspace.
Thank you, hyperspace.
Yeah.
What's the name of the little aliens that was in Rogue One?
I
Oh,
forget
not
their
Rogue
name.
One.
They were in the
They were
Last Jedi.
in-
Not
Yeah.
the Last Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
The droid dudes. Yes.
Yeah, I was excited seeing those. Those were really cute.
No, not
Um,
even straight. Not even straight to Dollar General. I got you. Straight to Hobby Lobby.
Jeez.
Damn, Gina. Damn, Gina.
I don't. It's still. It only get VHS printing instead of.
Nah, that shit got laser disc.
Don't
Nah,
sleep on
Laserdisc,
Laserdisc.
those are Laserdisc.
Laserdisc
Those
had
shits
the
got great
best
quality.
quality picture
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
They sure
At
did.
that time, they're doing laser disc. Trying to do laser disc now.
Oh,
Listen.
Why?
Rich had
No.
No.
Oh no!
I've got my 4K UHD Blu-rays. Thank you very much.
so we
I don't
had
need another edition of Lord of the Rings to buy. Okay, I'm good.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
enough. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, let's stop talking about Gina Carano and her,
Yeah,
and
we
her
got written off the
stupid
stage.
decisions. All right.
Yeah, no, so we open up with a great episode with Mando. The opening, taking out a crocodile in his new hooked up hot rod spaceship. He's just coming in
Listen,
there.
that should fly as hell.
Yo,
Not
that
gonna
shit-
lie.
The
It's a
Naboo
Naboo.
fighter?
yeah.
The Naboo fighter. Yeah, he's lit with that. I was
It's just like
oh,
pod
yeah.
racing.
Yo, do you hear when my man starts that shit up? It's like rum, 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 rum. I was like, oh shit, he's revving it up. I'm getting too loud. No, so
I wasn't sure if that was okay. Cool.
No, the episode
cool.
the episode was cool. I felt
It's
like I
fun.
watched the episode. I felt that this season opener wasn't as strong as season 1 or season 2 season opener. Season 1 was a fantastic season opener, but season 2 was so good with the crate dragon and dealing and going to the village. And I thought season 2 had a really solid opening for what we were gonna get. And season 1 is just one of the
Hugo's making a
was great.
personal request.
Jesus Christ.
there we go. This is the new pack, the free pack for everybody. There you go.
And I think not that it was bad, it just I was expecting more because we
Yeah.
haven't had like Mandalorian for about 2 years. And
But-
I would have
yeah.
liked to have more as well. I think it could have been a longer episode also.
You
Yeah.
you want to know what I
Little bit more.
appreciated what Mando did for me and kind of I feel like Mando brought me back into the action because like so last year we had Andor. one of my biggest gripes for Andor, I didn't feel like it took place in the Star Wars universe because you didn't have that mix of alien cultures when you were on his planet. Now, Andor was good. I enjoyed Andor for what it was. With Mando, I feel like you're back in the actual Star Wars universe because you're getting that multicultural of alien cultures in there.
But you got to think though about the timeline, right? Like
Andor, that I get.
Andor's happening with the Empire. The Empire is incredibly racist, essentially. So that's why you're not really seeing anything with any other alien. That's why there are no aliens in the prison.
Right.
Whereas in
Mando,
Mando,
he's in the Outer Rim.
But I would have felt, that you would have saw more aliens in the prison just by how they acted. The other thing too is that, you know, especially with him being on a mining planet, like we had like one alien in the series where it's like,
the thing is, I was going to say something real quick. I don't think they would assign the aliens, which was already a racist thing, to a more cushy job where they're indoors, they're building right, as opposed to something where they could be digging in tunnels where they deserve to be in the dirt.
But the other thing,
it's more about being how you're assigned based on what they can use you for in certain things.
But but if you go back to the original, like not even in the original, to the prequel series, there were aliens already. There were alien races in the Senate.
Yes, of course. But we're talking about.
But
we're
that's
not talking
before
about
the Empire.
Senate. You're right. We're talking about the exactly. When the Empire took over, they only held on to an actual republic for a short period of time for appearances purposes. But Palpatine manipulated that all the way through.
And the Senate was corrupted. That's the whole thing with Mon Mothma doing this whole thing behind the scenes, and Senate was
leaving that. It's so far gone.
Yeah,
the Senate is no longer for the people in any way.
Are we gonna see homeboy Moff Gideon again anytime soon?
He mentioned his name. And they put him there. He's going through some kind of court system right now with the Republic. So he didn't mention his name unless he escapes. That could be possible, but he's doing another show right now, right?
He did. He did that.
He did that. He did that Netflix
show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I was loving the series, and I guess I understand what you mean, Son, that this was probably like the weaker opening. Like it wasn't the opening. It was a fun opening getting back into that Star Wars universe with Mando, because I think it was Jason who cosplays as Loki. He mentioned it's like, you know, unless you saw like Boba, you don't really know how they got back together, him and Grogu. It was great seeing what happened. So you see the whole city change, and now we get introduced to this threat of space pirates now too. And Carl Weathers is just he's mopping up. He went from being the leader of this assassins guild.
What do you say his thing was? High septum
high septum.
High magistrate.
Magistrate. Yeah.
But even now, it's interesting to see the change of his character, where originally he was telling him like, no, that's no longer a pub, that's a school. You come back to my office and we'll have a drink. But that's a school. So it's like, it's interesting to see that change of his character from where we got him in the beginning to like right now. It's like, yeah,
you started seeing it a little bit in season 2, I think.
Yeah,
you definitely did. He was already growing. And he went. The thing is, he's a politician. He's a leader of a town. Granted, he's doing the right thing for the town, but I don't think he's a trustworthy character also.
But I feel like the change is that in the beginning, because there was all these factors there that resulted for him to be the leader of a bounty hunters guild, to now he's like this politician running a whole town, where it's like, yeah, listen, take up land right there, you'll be good. Like real estate. It's interesting to see the dynamics change for that character, and this must be really fantastic for Carl Weathers to sit there and play. You know, shout out to him. What do you guys know? I know Val, you don't trust the character, so let's go deep dive in that character. What do you guys think?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like he hasn't given us anything for me to suspect.
But he now has more to lose, and he will give away.
He will give it, but he built up. So like that's
right.
So that's what
he
I'm trying.
He has now more to lose, though. It's
the same as. Why would he give away if he built it up?
No, also, I'm saying give up someone else or betray someone else. It's the same thing that this guy did to Han. Lando. He had way too much to lose when he had the Cloud City. He had to give up Han to Darth Vader. Greef could do the same thing, and I'm not saying I'm sure he would. The intent is to look out for his guy, but now that he's built up so much, he has so much more to lose, and
I think there's a big difference.
In that sense.
I think there's a big difference between him and Lando. Because it took a while for Lando to jump into the fight, where you saw in this episode, he wasn't afraid to throw down hands with those guys.
No, so I mean, you don't read the books, but Lando Calrissian's character is a little bit more complex than that. Not just he's definitely been in there in the fights with them. He's definitely has been able to do that. But at Cloud City, you all right? Don't throw up.
Wrong pipe?
No. I was drinking it and a sneeze came out.
Oh, that's the worst.
Did you vomit in your mouth a little?
Maybe.
Nasty.
Maybe. No, I was about to sneeze and drink at the same time. That was just bad. Never do that.
Yeah. It means stop drinking. Darn it, I lost my train of thought.
You were talking how Lando in the books, how he
very much fought. Yes, thank you. He very much fought. Very much was on Han and Leia. He looked out all the time. He was. They had a real relationship, much like Greef has with Mando. But when it came down to what he has to do to look out for all his people, he's going to sometimes make that sacrifice, especially when you have more to lose. But what he built in this new on the planet, it's a power thing. That's why he's someone that I would be considered about being betrayed by. Whatever.
Cautious about being betrayed.
Cautious. Thank you. That's the right word.
I got you.
Thank you.
Caution in the wind. I don't know.
That makes sense.
It does. But
I think as far as as he's concerned, he's looking out for the best interest of himself and the town that he is now the face of.
Right.
So he's always going to be number one, but also he's a front-facing person, so he has to, shake the right hand, smile at the right people, and make sure he's doing what he's got to do, while still showing don't forget who I am and where I came from. You can take the boy out of, he's still
Also, I want to add, he knows how Din gets down. I don't think he's going to be I don't want to cross that guy, seeing what Din can do.
Yeah, I also don't know that he would yo, what up, George? George is coming late to the party tonight. But I don't think he would cross him. I don't know that he. It would have to be something that really either compromises who he is, like something from his past, like the pirates kind of thing, or it would have to be something where he's just put in a position where it's give up Mando, or
I think it'll be the pirates. I think it'll be the pirates because of what just happened, and he knows, and it could be because he thinks Mando can get out of it on his own anyway, so he'll be forced to make some type of decision. I just think that with the power he's built, he's someone to be cautious around. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Not that he's a bad character, not that he would want to go against his friend, but I think he'll also know when to self-preserve his position.
Yeah. I think as a whole though, the episode, so while it, to Tone's point, it wasn't as strong as the first episode of season 1 and 2, I don't know that it had to come out the gate swinging, because we've had such a established, we know Mando's going to be solid, and we're just trying to get you back into it. We don't need anything. Oh my God. Because you had such a crazy season 2. You had him jump in for
Boba.
for Boba, so everyone was hype off that. So right now it's kind of let's ease you back into the ride, because shit's gonna get crazy real soon, and just give you a solid first episode back, which I think is what happened.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it was a solid episode. I would have liked longer, absolutely.
Yeah,
but
the length kills me all the time.
Yeah.
Because it'll say 40 something minutes, and then 10 minutes of it is credits.
Why?
The
Why are
Marvel shows are
credits so
notorious
damn
for
long?
that.
Bro,
Oh god.
Marvel shows are notorious
I
for that.
get y'all. I get y'all have like a big ass crew and everyone deserves their credits. Please credit your people. But good God, there's like 10, 15 minutes of just credits. I'm like,
Just give
yo,
me give me 30 minutes of show.
Yeah.
Say like 45, and then you get your 15 minutes of credit. Don't tell me 28 and 12 minutes of show.
Yeah,
Right,
like fucking wild.
She-Hulk, man. She-Hulk was bad. That shit.
It was
For
super
real.
short every episode.
Yeah.
But we did get more episodes there.
We did. No, I look. It's gonna be interesting with this whole Mandalore storyline and them going, because we know he's gonna go to Mandalore.
Theories about
Yeah.
like what he's gonna be doing and seeing and whatnot for the season.
I'm excited. So I don't know if this was the right trailer, but so I told you guys I watched the trailer after I saw the episode because I didn't want to be spoiled by the trailer.
Right.
And they show lightsabers, so I was excited to see some new Jedi, and I'm sure these are the new Jedi that Luke is training, and they're probably going to come to Grogu's help. I also like seeing Grogu using his force powers at some point, pushing someone out of the tunnel, which was pretty cool. So I'm excited to see that side of Grogu be explored more. And what he learned with Luke. I was going to call him Anakin. I want to see a little bit more of that. I would also like to see Grogu start learning basic, because
He's
at this
50
point he
or
should be
55 or whatever.
He's in his
old he is.
80s now, I think, right?
No, he was 50 when we got him in the show, and it's been a
Probably
couple
so much
years.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years. He's not 80. It hasn't been 30 years. It's been, I would say, 55.
No, I thought when they went to find him, he was saying he's about 70 something, but I could be wrong.
No.
But he's technically still a baby.
I mean, for his species, he's still a baby. But I mean, as a baby starts learning the language, I would like to see him pick up basic, even if it's in some form of like Yoda's like form of speech, how he speaks a little bit backwards, or it's a little bit like misplaced. But
so that's also that. But everyone believes that Yoda's way of speaking is uniquely Yoda. Because Yaddle didn't speak that way.
Yaddle didn't speak that way at all. However, that doesn't mean other Yoda species doesn't speak like him. It could be also how they were taught.
Also, do we have an actual name for the species that they're from?
George Lucas wrote down that there is no name for there will never be a name for Yoda species.
Interesting.
Yeah, like we'll never get a name for it.
And we don't know where they're from specifically either.
Yeah. But can we just? I love how the kids love this too. Was when they were talking, Mando and Carl Weathers, Mando and Dylan. When Grogu was in the chair and just using the Force to spin himself. I thought that
was so good.
That was cute.
Yeah,
I love the moment because you just let him be a kid. Like you just he's still very much a child.
Yeah.
We've tried to disrespect.
Been through some shit.
Yeah,
he's been through some shit. Yeah,
it's a long story. No, I'm absolutely obsessed with Pasquale right now. Between Last of Us and Mandalorian, he's my
just
favorite.
give him a child to fucking protect. And you have a hit series. Listen, I guarantee if he had a child to protect in Game of Thrones, he would have lived throughout that series too.
He had 9 children already.
But he wasn't protecting them.
He had 9 children already.
It doesn't mean he was protecting them.
He was trying to protect the honor of his sister and her children.
Also,
hubris is a son of a bitch.
Also, I would say a child that was thrust upon you, because Ellie is not his child, Grogu is not his child. They were thrust upon him.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, like he's been killing it, man. Like I'm looking forward to all that he does because he's just knocking out of the park at this point.
Make that money, boy.
It's like that motherfucker can't miss. Like I honestly I feel like he was wasted in Wonder Woman.
Absolutely.
Because I'm just like, damn, he would have been such a like.
I didn't like his performance.
Anybody else?
It was so bad. Wonder Woman was just bad. It was just not a good movie in any way. It just wasn't done well. It's bad story, bad villain, bad
'Cause
everything.
honestly, you could have had him in everything except for Marvel at this point. That would have been like he would have just been killing the game.
Yeah.
In most of the major franchises.
I could see him as Forge in Marvel.
That I mean,
Yes.
yeah, Forge. I mean, that's a minute before we even see that character.
Why not?
Because-
If they're introducing X-Men, why
Well,
wouldn't they
Forge
have
was-
Forge?
Forge was more of an X Factor character.
Absolutely, but where do you think he originated
Okay.
from? The X-Men.
No, I know he originated the X, but I feel he
X Factors are
I
splintered
do know
from the
him.
X-Men.
because X Factor was the original X-Men, and then later on they
Well,
went back to
depending
X-Men.
on
really depends on
where
what they
we
go
get,
through.
where we go with it,
Right.
because
I would like to
technically-
see the different factions of the different X teams. And I think they can include a character like Forge in there. It'd be good.
Well, we're getting the 90s series that is
Yeah.
coming back, and the 90s series picks up from like where it left off. So technically, because Forge was already in there, I wouldn't doubt
it could
like
happen.
because of what we saw in Doctor Strange, it could already be somewhere.
It's already
in
there
place.
somewhere.
I think
Absolutely.
I think in
mean-
some ways we're gonna see some dictation of where we're gonna get with the X-Men is going to definitely be the Deadpool movie. Because they're talking about how we're gonna get multiple versions of Wolverine already. That's the rumors.
I'm sure it's
and-
gonna come, and we're probably gonna get some hints along the way in between.
Yeah, so I feel like that's going to start sprinkling a lot of X-Men stuff. That movie, like we're getting some of mutants introduced, and if what they say, what the rumors are true, is that island of that hand that's there is going to be.
Okoa?
I love
Yeah.
how you guys entertain my sides tracking because I don't know how we ended up on X-Men from
Do you
Mandalorian,
realize
but
that this entire show is
love-
based on all of us fucking going on side
yeah, I
tangents?
say, oh, I would like to see Men's Forge, and we went down an X-Men rabbit hole.
Come on
okay.
now.
Appreciate you guys.
probably-
I appreciate it.
We probably went down that route because like Mandalorian was fun. There wasn't much to go by this episode. It's just like a
Not
retelling of
really.
Reed Get Back in. There wasn't that much. It's like you have him
We
speak
didn't
with
even
Carl
get to
Weathers.
talk about the droid. Why do you think he just wants that droid and they can get him fixed up? If they
I
can't
think
get
it's
him fixed up?
because they needed a replacement for Gina Carano because I think that's what she was supposed to be for him. Was supposed to be that character.
droid?
No,
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where he
I think he's a trusting droid to go with him to Mandalore.
because Mandalore is
Yeah,
going to be
but-
so like it could be so like uninhabitable that only the droid could like really
But-
After
After that droid woke up and ready to kill them, is he that trusting?
Well, the droid
Well-
went back to
well-
his factory settings.
Well, he's now going on a fetch quest.
right
Yeah.
You got to complete your fetch quest to then get your upgrade to then go on the main quest.
exactly.
RPG rules.
It's the rule. It's the rule of every RPG.
You're right. I'm not even going to argue that because I get it. I get it. I actually fucking get it.
He had his training montage in Boba Fett. So
I hate
Lord.
that you're not wrong.
It's very true, though.
had a crafting mode when he had to take the best of the spear and turn
Oh
it
my
into stuff for
God.
Grogu. Like they're just hitting all the RPG elements.
Oh
You
my
know?
God.
It's what makes a story work. It's how it's supposed to. This is the way.
Grogu had a
This is the way.
choice. Yeah. Grogu had a choice that changes the ending of the game. Like he had a
Yeah.
whole
He could have grabbed that lightsaber.
Dungeons
and
and
stayed
Dragons
with
in
Luke.
space.
stupid ass.
And what's her
I
name?
still feel like they
Ahsoka?
doing my man Luke dirty in this show. In all these shows.
I would
It's
love to
annoying.
see. I mean, what are they doing?
It's
They
just
just put it
because they're set
CGI?
because no, not what they're doing with the CGI. It's just that because we know what happens to Luke and he fails as the trainer of the next version of Jedi when we know all the stuff that was removed that isn't canon anymore. Luke was successful at that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's annoying that we know that's what happens to him. It's to tell the story of the sequel trilogy. You needed Luke to fail at the thing he needed to do.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah.
But what if
And
they
like, the
decide
sequel
to
trilogy
retcon
wasn't
the sequel trilogy?
worth it. They're not gonna retcon it.
What if they decide
They're
that with
not
and-
gonna retcon it.
But where Mando takes place, it's so far removed from the sequel trilogy.
Oh yeah, it's before it. It's 30 years before it. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, no matter what Luke accomplishes, it's all gonna fall on his fucking face. And that's the sad thing about this time period between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, is that whatever happens, it means nothing because the First Order shows up.
Yeah.
And like it's that, you know, we've talked about this before. I was weaving and trying to weave between the shows, and like I'm at the point where like we need to just go past the Rey storyline and just go from there and not give us anything that we know what's going to happen ahead of time.
I agree.
Yeah.
Or before it all, Old Republic.
Yeah, we are getting High Republic, I think, and I think we're getting the Acolyte. I think the Acolyte is High Republic.
Yeah.
Which should be...
We're supposed to be getting that, I think, next year.
Yeah.
I got to look at the timeline because we're getting the Ahsoka series.
We need some dark side shit, man. I'm getting tired of all this good guy stuff.
Have you been watching Bad Batch at all?
No, I have not, because
you know what, guys?
Whoa.
I am watching Teen Wolf. Leave me the fuck alone.
That's fair. It's fair.
You know what?
I'm also
you get the pass. You get the pass.
My shows.
I'm also
get the pass. All my shows.
I
this
did
week
start.
I was caught up on everything.
You're a lie.
He did.
No, I
did.
I watched the first episode, and I had to text Tone some stuff, but like this don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Don't worry about it.
From the first episode, this don't make sense. You're judging it from the first episode.
I was judging really worked hard. Episode, but I committed to it.
They really worked hard to make this guy look weak. He's supposed to be on the lacrosse team, but also has asthma, and he can't even barely run in the forest after his boy.
Okay, we all went to high school. We all knew there were kids on the sports team with asthma.
Right. Why are you criticizing that?
I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, how much do you want to make this kid look meek and weak until his transformation?
It wasn't that. They used the asthma as the thing, as the visual identity that he's now a werewolf because he don't need the fucking asthma pump no more.
I mean, they did the same thing with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
They did.
It was like,
it's a problem.
But the thing is that was established as well with his.
Look, I didn't have gripes with the asthma thing. That's 100% Seabass. I have other gripes.
You didn't.
I don't understand how that doesn't make sense though.
You could have shown that. Okay,
before we go down another fucking rabbit hole.
All right, yeah. So we were going.
That is. I know. I saw it. I was trying to bring us back. So that is all Mando. That is all Attack on Titan. We've got more of Attack
doing
on
The
Titan.
Last of Us next week.
We're doing The Last of Us because it is ultimately everything.
It's like the season finale, no?
Finale. Yep.
Yes.
So with that, we'll do season finale and everything leading up to the season finale of Last of Us. The week after that, what are we doing?
We'll figure it out.
Well, we'll have 2 episodes of Mando.
We'll 2 episodes of Mando, right?
Yep. I think we're just.
I would say
have a second episode of Attack on Titan. That's for sure.
I will say
Shazam comes out that weekend.
I will say.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm seeing that in theaters.
I was like, in 2 weeks, what are we doing after that? Law will be in Europe, so there's still this window where I'll show up for like 2 seconds, but I also am gonna be. It's gonna be like 2 o'clock in the morning. So,
I mean, listen, Rick shows up at 4 in the morning, so you know.
There you go.
You can totally do it.
You can do 2 a.m. Just go, stop drinking, go to bed, wake up, come on, then go back to bed, and then go to work.
Also, too, we might be talking about Lou's concert.
That is a lot.
We're definitely gonna have to talk about our outing at Lou's concert.
I would, but literally the Tuesday and Wednesday are the days of the conference. So like or the summit, and those 2 days are gonna be the longest fucking days of my week.
We will eventually cover the Teen Wolf.
Wow. I don't like how that tone came out. Tone.
No, this show's so fucking stupid.
It's not stupid.
What season are you on? Like, what villain are you at?
The Were-Jaguar and the Benefactor. And I'm like, yo, come on, bro.
So you're not selling the series for me. You're not selling
it. Doesn't matter, Seabass. You're watching it.
You know, and like every single, like, and Jackie's been saying this one thing, like how it just doesn't stick the fucking landing. Like we get into it and we like the seasonal plot, and then for some reason the landing doesn't fucking stick for us. It just doesn't do it. And I'm enjoying. I'm kind of digging what's happening now. But now we're kind of getting to the point where we're going to find out who the Benefactor is. And we got this other Banshee chick who came back. And I'm trying to figure out what she's doing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, my God. What the fuck is going on?
I froze. I'm back.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
He
a
said,
lot.
what did
It's
he
a
say?
lot.
I can't see it. Let's go back.
Sorry. Hold up. Where Jaguar, like the big cat?
Yeah,
For
now
that,
I can't tell if that would be the animal or the car. Yes, like a cat, like a werewolf, but she's a werejaguar.
Yep.
She's a she-wolf, pretty much, but not.
Nope.
really.
Nope. She's not a she-wolf. She's a werejaguar.
She's a werejaguar.
She's a werejaguar because there are many ways to turn a wolf. There's the bite. There's the deep scratches, and my fucking favorite one, which I hope gets we see it, is if you drink the rainwater that is in the paw print of a werewolf. I heard that and I was done. I was done. I was like,
wait,
what?
Peter says that. Peter fucking says it. Peter says that shit.
I don't remember that.
There's 3 ways to be a werewolf.
You remember, I saw this while it was live week to week. My experience is completely different from you binging it day after day.
That's fair, but I'm just saying.
Wait, the paw print of a werewolf.
Yes.
Seabass, don't pay attention to that.
What?
Don't pay attention to that in any way.
It is at that hour. It's 10:30.
Wait.
Let's start to do the wrap up because we're not.
There's
I promise you, we are not going. We are not going down this rabbit hole.
Just watch
I promise
the show.
you right now.
There's no wait. There's no wait. Just watch the show. No, there's no wait.
Is it just right? What if it's distilled water?
No.
Oh my God! I
What-
can't
what-
stand you.
What is it? Where?
I can't. Bye, Seabass. Motherfucker. Oh my God. So with all that said and done, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week with the final episodes of The Last of Us. We're going to be talking a lot of it. Should be a great time.
We may have people on with us, I think.
May have people on with us.
Is it 4 episodes we need to talk about, or 3 episodes? Is it?
We gotta talk about like every single
one.
6,
Yes,
because we just stopped talking about it.
Really?
Yeah, we only talked about 2 or 3 episodes.
2-hour episodes.
Yes, we didn't talk. We haven't talked since Kansas.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Guys, I've been pushing back. We're gonna talk about it. Yay.
Well, it's a good thing to have content. That's all great. Okay.
It's one Okay, you know.
All right. So you go. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys.
Everybody. Gonna hit that beautiful B music. This has been your boy Sebastian.
Be your boy Law.
Your boy Tone from the Crossroad Hall. He's still waiting for Attack on Titan and the winter.
With last but not least.
Of course, and last but not least, Vmac. See you next week, guys, for Last of Us. Have a good night.
Yes, peace. 1, 2, 3, music.
Just, you know, you gotta just understand where I'm coming from. This shit fucking sucks. We gotta wait all the way until the fuck